Once again, we got some good news, bad news on the whole COVID front. Let's start with some of the bad news here. Infectious disease experts say we need to speed up vaccination ahead of a potential COVID hurricane.
You and I spoke about this current race against these mutant strains and about the vaccine distribution. And you seem to, you said something that really stuck with me. So I want to show this screen this is the efficacy rate of the first doses of the three of the vaccines. Moderna at 80%, Johnson & Johnson 72%, Pfizer at 52%. Again, all the first dose efficacy rates. Do you believe we are now at a point where we may have to call an audible here on how we distribute the vaccine?
Well, first of all, let me just say that I have been one of those saying that we need to make sure that we have both first and second doses and follow the FDA approval process. But let me say right now, we do have to call an audible. I think it's no doubt about it. The fact is that the surge that is likely to occur with this new variant from England is going to happen in the next 6 to 14 weeks. And if we see that happen...
New surge! New surge! 100,000 people died in the last month. 100,000 people in the last month alone. And that's another, like, New York is lifting restrictions, California is lifting restrictions. They're talking about getting schools back open. What the fuck is going on? Why am I living in the fucking Twilight Zone? It's opposite day. It's the worst this epidemic has been the entire fucking time. And people are acting like we're on the other side of it. What the fuck? Anyway, Dr. Osterholm, continue.
In which my 45 years in the trenches tell us we will. We are going to see something like we have not seen yet in this country. England, for example, is hospitalizing twice as many people as we ever hospitalized.
Absolutely.
Number. And so we do know that if we look at these first doses, that in fact we can even get higher numbers than you just laid out by the time of the third week after vaccination. So we still want to get 2 doses in everyone, but I think right now, in advance of this surge, we need to get as many 1 doses in as many people over 65 as we possibly can to reduce the serious illness and deaths that are going to occur over the weeks ahead.
And we've already seen all these different variants. The South African variant, the South American variant, a California exclusive strain, because California is trendy like that, and the UK variant have all been detected inside the US. They're probably spreading unabated right now. But here is some of the good news. U.S. hits pandemic milestone with more vaccinated. We have more people vaccinated than we have cases. Thought only the ACA caused that. So, more Americans have received at least 1 dose of the COVID-19 vaccine than have tested positive for the virus, an early but hopeful milestone in the race to end the pandemic. As of Monday afternoon, 26.5 million Americans had received 1 or both doses of the current vaccines. That's actually pretty good. I didn't think we were that far along. And one of the reasons we've been able to get to that milestone is thanks to a hardworking Chick-fil-A manager in South Carolina. This is a wild story here.
Get the weather you want and get it now on the ABC 7 News app.
Fuck Chick-fil-A, but when a South Carolina drive-through coronavirus vaccine clinic got backed up, leaving people waiting for hours, the town mayor decided to call in a professional for help. A Chick-fil-A manager. I've only been to a Chick-fil-A like once since they've got the new fancy, but they've got the, I don't know how they're doing it during the pandemic. I certainly haven't been there. But like the last couple of years where they got the people with the iPads walking around in the different cars and shit. Local hospitals in Mount Pleasant opened the clinic on January 22nd. for residents eligible to receive the first shots of the COVID-19 vaccine. Shortly after the drive-thru opened, the computer system handling registrations went down, causing hundreds of people to wait in heavy traffic. With the help of a few additional volunteers, Walkawayk. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. I assume that's the Jerry Walkawayk, the manager of the nearby Chick-fil-A, transformed the messy traffic jam into a smooth operation, reducing the hours-long wait to just 15 minutes. More than 1,000 people received the vaccine that day. Cool! Now, unfortunately, the vaccine has a little bit of a side effect, according to this rabbi. So, 1,000 people getting that vaccine in South Carolina. That could have been 1,000 people adding to the numbers of the gays. Popular rabbi warns followers that the COVID vaccine could make you gay. In addition to purporting a false link between vaccines and homosexuality, Rabbi Daniel Azer also claims that both the virus and the vaccines are the work of a global malicious government. Usually when you hear somebody talk about globalist cabal, it's a fucking Jewish dog whistle. But here I got a fucking rabbi talking about it. I would love to ask him who he thinks. Found out the plan. I would love to ask him who he thinks is the new world order he's talking about. Usually that's a fucking Jewish conspiracy. What the fuck? This isn't a satire side, is it? Israel Hayam, this better not be a satire site duping me. So even the community he's from has recorded extremely high morbidity rates due to repeated flouting of social distancing directives. We played a video of like a Jewish wedding they did, and it was packed. I bet that was a super spreader event. Now, if you got the COVID vaccine and you also got the gay with it, you may be interested in the newest COVID swab test developed by the Chinese. So here's a demonstration of their newly developed COVID-19 test. I just stepped on a cat.
采集的时候，让它放松，然后用咱们这个就采烟屎的这个烟屎的棉签儿，然后让它捅进肛门，捅进去之后两三厘米，然后转3圈，然后拿出来看。
Oh my God, the dummy has balls. Fuck me.
有没有颜色改变？有的话，插到咱们这管里。
It was just that easy.